Attention, please. Drum roll. Anyways, so welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I bring you important news. And this video is pretty much going to be a follow-up from my previous of job hunting. So this is week 6 already, and your girl got a job. I don't know. I am just so happy, guys. I'm stoked to be able to say that last week I was offered a job position. Now keep in mind that this is going to be my 3rd job offer and the one that I'm going with. So 6 weeks for the whole thing. I start Monday, this coming up Monday. Woohoo! I'm so excited, guys. Like, at first I was stressed out because they were, doing the background check, all that good stuff. Obviously there's nothing to be concerned about, but just in general, the process of possibilities that can go wrong. Like, I can't help but be nervous. I'm just creating stress upon myself, if you will. But everything's clear. I'm good to go. I start Monday. I'm so stoked, so happy. Just to give you a quick little rundown on my whole job hunting experience, I did go over how I said do your work, put in hours of applying to a job using Indeed, using Monster, using Career Builder, using LinkedIn, there's so many that I can name. Talked about doing your own research. I've talked about networking, getting out there, going to staffing agencies. And don't get me wrong, I can say I stand by my words, but honestly, based on my experience, and I stand by this as well, staffing agencies are not the same anymore. They freaking suck. Like, the experience isn't the same like it used to be. They used to be all about the people, about helping out and genuinely caring about their customer, the member, whatever you want to call it. Be a different experience from what I'm saying, but just in general, my first experience with the first one, I felt like they were trying to reroute where I was going. I gave them the specifics of what job I was looking for, and they pretty much turned the chair around and said, you know what, you want to go this direction, but we're sliding you to this one. And I was like, okay. That was my interview that I had with them. Then they offered me a job with them. I took it. It was 1-day trial. Then that 1-day trial, I freaking nailed it. I executed. I did a great job. But they had me second guessing my work because they never called me back. I wasn't getting paid. I literally had to hunt them down until I got my freaking paycheck. And when I got a paycheck, the paycheck was invalid. I went to multiple banks and everybody's like, this is not a valid check. I finally got to the ground. Like, I finally fixed it, finally got that check, and I said, peace out. And when I said that, they freaking give me an offer. They're like, oh, we don't know what's going on. We thought you had quit. Blah, blah, blah. The manager there. I don't know why he never gave you a call. But here's another manager. And I told her about your experience, our experience working with you. You were magnificent. You overexcelled. And we want you back. I said, no. Thank you for the offer, but no. And then another one, I pretty much messed up because this was what I was looking for, this job. I was looking for it. And it finally came to me, guys. Manifestation, I want to say, a lot of times I question it. But I can see there's times where rapidly, like, oh God, what's wrong with my hair? There's times where rapidly, like, manifestation happens like this. And I'll go more into detail with that. But there's times where I question it. But please never question what you put out in the universe, because you will get it. Whether you do bad, you'll get it back. Even 3 times back. If you do good, you'll get that back. The process isn't always the same. It isn't always like a shooting star, but trust and believe it's coming. So please keep faith, guys. If you are feeling some type of way, the way I felt, just keep pushing and keep searching, whatever it is, whether it's a job, whether it's a future boyfriend, whether it's just discovering who you are, who's the real you, beneath all that makeup, beneath all that BS that you front upon other people. Just whatever it is, like, trust the process, because whatever's going on is happening for a reason. It's happening for you to learn a lesson, and just have faith. Keep the faith, because it's so easy to say it, but it's hard to do. Trust me and believe. Your girl feels it. Like, seriously, I've questioned reality. I've questioned my faith. I've questioned myself. Like, literally, I put myself in a position where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I had it, and I just don't. I suck. So here's the second one. So this job that I was looking for, you guys, came to me, okay? I went to the interview. And tell me why. I'm like, oh, I have plenty of time. Tell me why I decided to take the longest route ever, thinking it was going to be the easiest one and the fastest. And I arrived there late. I arrived there late when it's already time for the interview. It's like 3 minutes till. And let me tell you, when I saw that, I'm like, shoot, like, I should already be in the building. I should be sitting down, waiting for the person to approach me and say, hey, Elizabeth, let's go. Let's go have this conversation. But no, I'm here. I'm in the garage. Like, what do I do? So I called them. I'm like, hey, this is Elizabeth. I know this sounds wrong, but I'm running late for my interview. I am here. I'm in the garage. Please let this person know that I'm coming. So that happened. I finally freaking find a parking lot in the garage. I park my car, and my shoes are missing. I don't know if you guys do this, but when I have uncomfortable shoes, I always have my slippers, my chanclas, whatever you want to call it. I always wear them, and then I'll put the uncomfortable shoes. So going into the whole interview, I was like, where are my shoes? I was like, they better be in the car. But I was like, I'm running late. Like, I just have to go. So whatever. When I get to the garage, I can't find my freaking shoes. And I remember my boyfriend being in my car the previous day and tossing them to the back. And then that same day, I took my daughter to school, and then she freaking tripped over my shoe, and it fell outside of the car. But I remember her tossing the shoe back in the car. Okay, so this is all within 2 days. I get to the freaking interview. I park my car, and I can't find my shoe. I'm freaking freak out. I'm like, is this not meant to be? Like, what is going on? Like, God, please help me. I just have to find these shoes. And I had already called saying, I'm here. Please wait for me. So I'm like looking, and I can't find it. I'm getting so frustrated, and I'm about to start crying. Okay. And then I'm just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? And I was like getting anxiety until I told myself, you know what, Elizabeth? No, we're not doing this. You're going to freaking relax. You're going to look in your trunk. You're going to look under the car seats. You're going to look everywhere, under the mats, wherever the hell you have to look. But you're going to find your shoes. You're going to go in there. You're going to kill the interview. Even though you're late, you're going to do a great job. You're going to show them that, hey, I'm worth the wait. Okay, so I had this little pep talk with myself about a minute or two. Then I freaking find the shoes. Okay, I find one under the car seat, the driver's car seat, and then I find the other one under a mat. So they were both completely different places of the car. One was in the back and one was in the front. So I find my shoes. I finally get to the interview, and it's already 10 minutes late from what my arrival time was supposed to be. Now, keep in mind, when you go anywhere, whether it's a meeting, whether it's an interview, whether it's your job, any freaking thing that has a time frame, doctor's office, you should always arrive early. I want to say minimum 15 minutes early. Being early means you're on time. If you're on time, means you're late. And this is something I have to learn, because I'm always rushing. Always. I have that in me. It sucks. Like, it's in my, what do you call it? I was raised this way. But I was also raised to be on time. But it's a mess. A Hispanic mess. Okay? You feel me if you're Hispanic. If you get butthurt, I'm sorry. But I know you guys know where I'm coming from. So anyways, I finally get there and I freaking nailed it, guys. I killed this freaking interview like no other. Like, my confidence was up the roof. I was like, this is me. This is why you need me. I'm a great asset. And if you say no, you're going to regret it. Obviously, I didn't use those words, but I pretty much said it that way. I was so great that I was set up for a second interview within the same day, but the other person was in a meeting, so they couldn't see me. But as soon as I got home, it was like a 20-minute drive. As soon as I got home, I got the call like, hey, let's set it up for this day. So they set it up for a Tuesday after Labor Day, which sucks. It sucks because the vibe that I had with this other person wasn't the same. Like everything I wanted to say, that person was saying it. Like, this person sucked at interviewing, to be honest with you, because there was no questions whatsoever, and it was just pretty much telling me. And I wanted to show myself off. I wanted to show off my skills, and I didn't have that opportunity. So within 4 minutes, when the interview was over, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not letting this interview go like this. Like, I did not drive all the way over here for this lady to be like, okay, that's it. I'm like, no, I have questions. So I asked my questions. I mean, I did what I had to do, but I didn't receive that call back. And I'm like, great. This lady, she literally told me when she was like calling me, she was like, oh my god, like, I had a 4-day weekend, and then now coming back this Tuesday, like, I'm not having it. Like, I'm sorry, this is a great job, but it's like, I'm tired, I'd rather be home. And I was like giggling. I'm like, oh my god, I know that feeling. But I want a job. So anyways, we just didn't vibe. We didn't vibe, right? And I was like, what did I do wrong? Because I feel like I did everything that I could have done. Okay, so then I went to my laptop. I did my interview with this other job that I work now, that I'm employed with, and I did it online. I got called to do a interview in person, and I went to it, and I nailed it. So, like, I was so damn proud of myself. I nailed it because the chemistry between the managers and me, I had 2 interviews pretty much, was just phenomenal. Like, I can't explain it. Like, this other place that I arrived late, I really wanted that job so bad. I wanted it, and I just felt like I had to be there. I felt like I had to be there. Like, that just belonged to me. But with this other job, that's completely opposite from what I was looking for, but I still applied, so therefore I was looking for a job. It felt like home. I felt comfortable, and I'm like, this is what I need. Like, this is me. And I can feel that the managers felt the same with me. Like, I could just feel that connection. And they weren't telling me you're hired, because they're really not supposed to do that. I mean, there's some employers that will do that, but for the most part, they always want to give you a call back, because they always want to discuss it with other people and just pretty much get that green light to continue and go. So they weren't telling me that I was hired, but they're pretty much telling me, like, hey, like, expect a call back from us, and like, we're super excited, we're eager, we hope you feel the same way. And I was like, yes. Okay, so I already knew this job was for me. When I got home, my mom's like, oh, congratulations. I'm like, oh, well, thank you, but I haven't got told that I'm hired. She's like, well, you are. We know it. You know it. You're like, today just felt like the day. And I'm like, I agree. Okay, so then I go and do all the drug tests and all that BS. I pass, and then I get this freaking call from this place where I arrived late. The interview that I arrived late. They freaking pretty much told me in a voicemail that they wanted they're trying to make their final decision. They wanted to see me one more time. And in my head, it's like, dude, it's been about 2 weeks already since I've seen you guys, since my last interview. And I already have a job offer, but whatever. I was considering it. But the pay was less, but it was closer to home. And both of these jobs can open huge doors for me in the future. But I decided to go with the one that I felt like it was for me, like the one that was for me, the one that I felt like home. With that being said, guys, like, I had pretty much 3 offers, okay? Pretty much 3 freaking offers in the period of 6 weeks. So with all these interviews, I just felt like, what is going on? Like, so many delays. Like, what did I do wrong? I feel like I killed it. I feel like I nailed it. And 2 jobs, like, gave me iffy mixed notes. Like, I didn't know if I was the right one. I didn't know if I was doing everything I had. I didn't know if I was showing who I really am to these people, or if I wasn't good enough. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt low. I felt dumb. I felt stupid for quitting my other job, but at the same time, I knew it was the right decision, and I still stood by my decision. But overall, this is what I have to say. If you are doing the best that you can and you keep pushing and pushing, keep going, guys. Keep going, because you never know what's on the other side. I don't know if you guys have seen like a little cartoon meme or whatever. I'll try to find it and post it on here. But it's like some cartoons that are in a mine and they're like digging for gold, right? Or diamonds. And one of them gives up right when they're about to hit the jackpot. They're gonna hit the jackpot and they had quit. And then the one that's like far from it, like, keeps going and keeps going. So just don't give up, because you never know. Whatever is happened and destined to happen, it's gonna happen. But you can always turn things around. If you feel like a direction's not for you, then give that direction up and go towards the path that you want to be in. Please, please, please don't let yourself second guess your decisions, because whatever your intuition is, it's always right, and it's always right for a reason, because you're destined to go into that path. So I really hope that this video was inspiring, guys. I gotta get going. I gotta pick up my kids, but thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.